Behind every great communicator is confidence. You see, it is our confidence that improves our communication. When you are more confident, you are more likely to speak up, have more conviction, and communicate effectively with others. And this can help you build strong relationships in the workplace and lead to greater success in your career. It's time for you to be seen and be heard. And it's also time for you to be more confident when you do it. This is the reason why I put together an exclusive journal to help you cultivate your confidence. This journal is created by me and curated with you in mind. It's available on the I'm the Good Thing website right now. So visit I'mTheGoodThing.com to learn more about how you can begin to cultivate your confidence today. Well, welcome once again to I'm the Good Thing, the podcast. Now, this is the place where we unpack life wisdom. We pray, we affirm, and most of all, we discover our true beauty, our worth, and our power. I'm Denise Taylor, and I'm all about helping women build a life they love. And that begins with us believing everything good about who God created us to be. Now, I help women break through everything standing in their way, get what they secretly want, and prioritize themselves, their success, and their happiness. I want you to know you can be your own priority. Now, this is the place where we get energized in a God kind of way as we see ourselves the way God sees us. And let me tell you, sis, you are good. Today's life wisdom is this: don't beg others to support you, but pay attention to who does. Now, this whole notion about begging is extremely interesting. When you find yourself really leaning into a mindset of begging, essentially what you're doing is giving your power to another person. And you want to be extremely careful who you relinquish your power and authority to. Because when you position yourself this way, you are becoming subservient to whoever has those reins. In the truest context, we should keep those reins. We should surrender ourselves to God, but we should remain in control of everything that we choose to do. But when we beg, when we find ourselves in a position where we are surrendering ourselves to another authority, we give up our power. And I talk a lot about embracing your power. And the reason why it's so key is because your power is something that God has given you. It is a treasure. The Bible tells us that God didn't give us fear. He gave us power. And so we have to be very, very careful when it comes to begging for participation, begging for recognition, begging to be heard, or any of those things. We want to stay in the powerful position under the authority of God. Now, what this also leans into is having appropriate expectation. And I think that is the healthier lens to consider this with. You see, there's nothing wrong with having a healthy expectation that people who we trust, people who we are connected to, will indeed support us. We should have reasonable expectation that those who we give our time, our talent, and our treasure to will honor in return by supporting us. But sometimes we fall into a trap where that doesn't happen. And whether you're begging or whether your expectations have gone unmet, usually it results in hurt feelings. And that is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about hurt feelings and how you navigate through overcoming the damage once it's done. The true thing is you have to feel. You got to feel the feels, and the hurt feelings don't feel good, but they usually will disrupt a behavior or pattern that is not in our best interest. Typically, when the hurt feelings occur, either we are recognizing something we need to stop or something we need to start. And so instead of being a victim, instead of leaning into a perspective of damage being done for you, I want you to feel and I want you to heal. And in that healing process, I want you to learn the lessons so that you don't fall into the situation that got you there in the first place again. And so as you are wrestling with your hurt feelings, I want you to feel them. I want you to learn from them. But then I don't want you to stay stuck. I want you to move on and heal. And then finally, I want you to accept what you learned, and I want you to keep it moving. Oftentimes, when we fall into the cycle of hurt feelings, we get stuck. But you've got to give yourself the opportunity to keep going. Now, what I also love about this life wisdom is that it says that we don't want to beg for support, but we want to pay attention to those who do indeed support us, those who esteem us, those who honor us, those who we can count on and know that they will be there for us. Well, those are your real ones. Those are the ones that you can count on to be there for you. And what you have to do in return with those precious relationships, especially of those who do indeed support you, is honor that relationship. Keep it as a priority for yourself. Do good by it. Make sure that you are being reciprocal when it comes to the support that you are receiving, especially from those who care. Thanks for connecting with me today. If this was a help to you, apply what stood out most to your life. Now, if you're ready to make yourself a priority, get what you secretly want, and experience success on your own terms, I invite you to book a call with me. You can access my calendar at www.callwithdenise.live to see how I can help. Now, be sure to subscribe so you can meet me here next time and share this with someone else. Keep seeing yourself the way God sees you. After all, you are the good thing. And check out I'mTheGoodThing.com for all sorts of good stuff. And I'll see you next time.